Hello students, welcome back to our circuit analysis unit 5. Okay, this is Jayalakshmi of Vaigi College of Engineering. Today we are going to discuss about that fifth unit, two-port networks. Let me start with that syllabus. Okay, in unit 5 we are going to discuss about two-port networks, the parameters measured for analysis or Z parameters, Y parameters, transmission parameters, hybrid parameters, interconnection of two-port network, how we are going to connect two-port networks. Then we are going to discuss about the symmetrical properties of T and pi networks. Okay, let me start with that. Why, what, where we are using the two-port network. What is a two-port network? Let me start with what is a port. A port is a pair of terminals connecting an electrical network or circuit to an external circuit. That is, it is a point of entry or exit for electrical energy. When we discuss about the RC networks we have discussed so far, that is a single port network. Okay, there we are having only one terminal for entry and another one terminal for exit. Here we are having two pairs of terminals, that is 4 terminals will be there. Two terminals for input and 2 terminals for output. Okay, so if you are having 2 pair of terminals, then it is called as two-port network. Okay, one is input port, another one is output port. Here the input current I1 entered to the input port and it leaves at the same port as I1. Okay, the input voltage is V1. Similarly for I2, the I2 entered to the output port and leave through that other terminal, and the voltage is measured across the output 2 terminals. Okay. Why should we go for this two-port network? Because it is very easy to analyze a circuit, a TDS circuit, when you are using a two-port network. When you are using a two-port network, it makes it simple by consider that network as circuit as a black box. So we are giving some input and we are analyze the output. It makes the circuit analysis easy. Where we are applying this one? This technique is well applied in areas of communication, electronics, control system and power systems. Let me start with important points we are going to discuss here. First one is driving point functions. What is the driving point functions for a two-port network? The driving point impedance is defined as the ratio of the, it is considered as the ratio of transform voltage of one port to transform current at the same port. It is defined as Z of S, that is equal to V of S divided by I of S. Z of S is input side. Let me take that source side. Okay. Similarly, the driving point admittance is defined as the ratio of transform current of a port to transform voltage at the same port, and it is denoted by Y of S. Always you know that one. Admittance is the inverse of the impedance. So Y of S will be equal to 1 by Z of S, and it can be denoted as I of S divided by V of S. Let me see a two-port network. The input current is I1 of S and input voltage is V1 of S. Output current is I2 of S and output voltage is V2 of S. Okay. The driving point impedance at port 1 can be written as Z11 of S. That can be written as input voltage V1 of S divided by I1 of S. The driving point impedance at port 2 will be defined as Z22 of S. That can be written as V2 of S divided by I2 of S. The driving point admittance at port 1 is defined as its inverse. Y11 of S will be given as I1 of S divided by V1 of S, and the driving point admittance at port 2 is given by Y of S, that is equal to Y22 of S equal to I2 of S divided by V2 of S. And then transfer function. The transfer function is defined as the ratio of transfer network response to transfer network excitation. That is, we have so far discussed about the admittance and impedance. Now we are going to discuss about the transfer function. It may be transfer impedance or it may be transfer voltage, transfer current, transfer admittance. Okay. So it is always the ratio of the network response to transform network excitation. These quantities can be given as transfer impedance. It is defined as the ratio of transform voltage at one port to transform current at another port. Okay, in transfer function, in driving point function we have consider only the same port. Okay, same port input voltage V1 divided by I1. But in transfer function we have consider the voltage at the input port and we have considered the current at the output port. Okay, it is the ratio of transform voltage at one port to the transform current at the other port. Okay, Z12 of S can be given as V1 of S divided by I2 of S. Z21 of S can be given as V2 of S divided by I1 of S. Similarly, the transfer admittance will be the inverse of that one. It is defined as the ratio of transform current at the same port to the transform voltage at the another port. So, Y12 of S is given by I1 of S divided by V2 of S. Y21 of S can be given as I2 of S divided by V1 of S. Okay. Next, voltage transfer ratio. It is defined as the ratio of transform voltage at one port to the ratio of transform voltage at the other port. Okay. So, G12 of S is given by V1 of S divided by V2 of S. G21 of S is given by V2 of S divided by V1 of S. And the current transfer ratio, it is defined as the ratio of transform current at one port to the transform current at the other port. It is denoted as alpha 12. Alpha 12 of S is given by I1 of S divided by I2 of S. Alpha 21 of S is given by I2 of S divided by I1 of S. These are all the functions we are going to measure in this one. Okay. With that, we have completed the introduction. In next session, we are going to discuss about the parameters which are all we are going to analyze in the two-port network. Okay.